Barama Sidibe has been absolutely electric as of recent. He's averaging a double-double over the past 3 games, coming off of a 17-point, 15-rebound performance against the Tar Heels. At this point in April, Haas Field here in Chatham would be flooded with girls lacrosse players. But instead,
si fuera un partido en el que el equipo de fútbol americano de Syracuse debería ganar esta temporada, sería el partido contra Holy Cross ayer.
If you closed your eyes around the 6-minute mark in the second half, you would have thought Tuesday's contest was a home game for Syracuse. Let's Go Orange echoed throughout the Conti Forum as Syracuse took a 22-point lead over Boston College.
Georgia Tech would love to win this 50-49.
And one way that Georgia Tech could get that done is from the production of Francesca Pond. She ranks 10th in Yellow Jackets program history in points. So how can the Orange defense limit that production?
This is going to be a tough one for Syracuse to win. They've lost the past 9 straight, haven't beaten UNC since 2014. So it's going to be a long time coming if Syracuse is going to pull off some magic in this one.
Some heavy snowfall may have canceled classes on Friday, but if the show must go on, Syracuse sports should too.
Defense was absolutely something that this team focused on in their preparation, especially after how the Tar Heels shredded the Orange, both from beyond the arc and inside the paint.
Each Syracuse team got one last chance to play in the Loud House, except for women's lacrosse, but we'll get to that drama later.
The conference called off their tournament around 12:15 today after news broke that conferences across the country were canceling their tournaments amid the fear of COVID-19.
Taylor Ortlip showing what she can do from deep, nails one first from the wing, then from up top, and that would be all she wrote. It was star player Polina Shimanova who shined bright yet again. Elena Karkazi sets up her outside hitter who slams it into the ground as Syracuse takes the first set 25-16.
Dave Cloutier is in charge of leading the chant for his sled hockey team at the end of every practice.
5 on 3! 1, 2, 3!
He plays with a lot of passion, but he never takes practice too seriously.
Coach, we're handicapped, we're all weird.
But Dave wouldn't be playing sled hockey if it weren't for a fateful accident. On December 27, 2012, Dave got hit by a car while helping a fellow driver.
I could feel that my neck wasn't broken, so I went ahead and I picked my head up and I looked down and I looked like a half-squeezed tube of toothpaste.
He suffered 13 breaks in his right leg, forcing it to be amputated. This, among other injuries, that changed his life.
I just sat there and kind of said, you know, all right, Dave, this is either going to make you or break you. What's it going to be? And I was just like, well, it ain't going to break me, so I'm going to let this make me.
After his accident, Dave found the CNY Flyers and started playing a sport he'd always wanted to try, hockey.
Kind of missing a leg.
So, sled hockey. He knew he belonged from the first moment he sat in the sled, and his teammates helped him adjust to a new way of life.
You get around, you know, people who are handicapped and you play sports, it's like they have a spirit of, you know, like this isn't the end for me, you know, this is the beginning.
Even manager Susan Arnold has seen the way the team has changed him.
He's definitely more outgoing, which is really nice. He's kind of like, it's like he's found his niche.
Now Dave can't imagine his life without the CNY Flyers.
This is a place where it's like, you know, I can be positive and I can exercise my positivity.
And he shows that positivity at every practice.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
And pose.
I'm Nicole Weaving, NCC Sports.
Send!
The head of the Charles is more than just a regatta for the Syracuse women's rowing team. It represents their contribution to Breast Cancer Awareness Month by participating in Pull for a Cure.
It brings more meaning to something that's already like, you know, something we already care a lot about.
This is the team's 3rd year participating in the fundraiser. But Tiana Mangakahia's breast cancer diagnosis inspired coxswain Anna Lewandowski to make this year extra special.
I immediately said to like some of the people on the team, like, we're definitely doing this again this year. Like now it's like really close to home.
The team designed this shirt, allowing its rowers to dedicate the race to someone affected by breast cancer.
There's so many people on our team who know family members or friends personally that have been affected by breast cancer, and I think everyone kind of took that personally when they wrote it on their shirt and they were like, this really affects so many people.
Anna is one of these people.
Through the shield!
She raced for her grandma, Sophie, who lost her battle to breast cancer earlier this month.
The past month, it's definitely been difficult for me being at school and away from my family.
This made the head of the Charles an even more meaningful experience.
It was really special, and my parents came and my grandpa came, so yeah, it was a very emotional experience.
Captain Meg Varco, like many of her teammates, supported Anna in writing Sophie's name on the back of her shirt.
It just took it from like the racing standpoint to a whole new level, and you're kind of like, well, I'm not just racing for myself, I'm racing for Anna and Anna's family.
Anna values the success the shirts have brought to raising awareness about breast cancer.
For me, like, this was super meaningful.
And can't wait to see what the team comes up with next October.
I think we've increasingly made it a little bit more meaningful and a little bit more like personalized.
I'm Nicole Weaving, Citrus TV.